Hello everybody, welcome to another video. My name is Infiniti and today I am back with another crochet stitch tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do the alternate single crochet stitch. It's a very basic pattern, so it's great for beginners. I'll be showing you guys how to work in the front loop and the back loop only. This pattern is good for blankets. It does have a decent amount of stretch, and looking at it, it almost reminds me of the moss stitch. So this is a really good stitch pattern to get you started with basic texture and to also that isn't all that hard to make. So without further ado, let's get right into the tutorial. Alright, to begin, we're going to chain in an even increment. Multiples of 2 never hurt anybody. I am going to chain 14. 2, 3, 1, and 14. Alright, so for row 1, what we're going to do is we're going to single crochet into the second chain from the hook. Alright, and then we're going to single crochet into each stitch along, or each chain along, if you want to be technical. Two. And working into my last single crochet here. Alright, and this is row 1. If you're a beginner crocheter and you are faced with the curl, that's just the nature of a single crochet. It happens to everybody. Alright, and it'll eventually flatten out on its own as you continue to work up your rows and also loosen up your tension. Okay, now we're going to get into the fun part. This pattern is a 1 row repeat. So what I'm going to do is chain 1 and I'm going to turn my work. Alright, so what I like to do for this stitch is to actually work into the first stitch. Some patterns will tell you not to. I'm going to look at the tops of these stitches right here, and you see these little V's. The loop that is closest to you is the front loop, while the loop that is furthest from you is called the back loop. For this first stitch, we are going to work in that back loop with a single crochet. Alright, now what we're going to do is we are going to look at the next stitch. We're going to work into this loop that's closest to us with a single crochet, but you're not going to insert your hook like this from the top like you normally would. What I do is I come to the front of my work and I just dip the head of my hook underneath that first loop so that I can yarn over and pull up a loop for my single crochet. Alright? And you're going to alternate doing that all the way across. So the next stitch we're going to back loop, single crochet. Next stitch we're going to front loop, single crochet. All the way across. Alright, and when you get to the end of your row and you have this final single crochet, you're just going to work into it as normal. So under both the front and the back loop. And that is row 2. So as I said, this is a 1 row repeat, so we're just going to repeat row 2 over and over again. So I chain 1, turn my work. I'm going to look at my back loop here in this first stitch, and I'm going to single crochet into that. Then I'm going to come forward, work in my front loop only. And it's really important to take your time with this stitch so you don't, 1, ply your yarn, and 2, accidentally work into the wrong loops or work under both loops. But once you get the hang of it, it's a very rhythmic pattern that I think that you'll enjoy as a beginner. Alright, and again, when you come to this final stitch, you are simply going to single crochet into that. Okay? And in this way, my alteration for this pattern, you'd end up with your rows actually being straight as opposed to them veering out on you. And if you continue to repeat row 2 over and over again, you eventually end up with a piece of fabric that looks like this. I think this would be excellent for scarves and blankets, even sweaters if you were going to take on that challenge of creating sweaters. It stretches well enough so you can very easily fit into it, but it doesn't lose its shape when you do stretch it out. I hope you found today's video helpful. If so, don't forget to leave this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on future crochet content from me. I typically post crochet tutorials on Sundays at 9:30 a.m. CST. You can check out my website and my Instagram for whip pictures and updates for Infiniti Crafting Co. And if you're a seasoned crocheter and you like to make new and fun projects, I have officially launched my membership program for Infiniti Crafting Company. I'll leave the link to that in the description box below. But basically, I am releasing my designs on a monthly basis, at least 2 a month, and we get to sit back and stitch these things together, and I also leave you guys with my written directions in the blog. I believe that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy making. This video is brought to you by my supporters on Ko-fi. Thank you so much. Your donations help drive the creativity behind all the content under Infiniti Crafting Co.